Hey, this is Jason, back in another video. So I'll be going over how to escape the 9 to 5. Now, the 9 to 5 is generally you work from 9 a.m. or in the morning, 8:30, whatever, to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there. And you generally work about 9 hours in the day. Now, working a 9 to 5 has its benefits, but on this channel we strive to be successful millionaires and happy, and a 9 to 5 does not make you happy. Now, there are exceptions to the rule. There are people out there that are happy with their jobs, don't get me wrong, but the most part, people are not happy with their jobs, and they work long hours. They get the same pay every single day, no matter how hard they work, which I can never wrap my head around. You work twice as hard one day and get paid for the same amount of work. I mean, doesn't understand. Like, my time, an hour of my time, is not worth $8. It's not worth $15. This is ridiculous. But there are people out there that don't have high expectations for themselves and don't want to put in the extra work to be successful. So they end up getting fast food jobs or whatever. So that's a separate topic. Nothing wrong with that, but whatever makes you happy, and you have the opportunity and you have the freedom to do otherwise, right? We live in an amazing country where we are one of the most free countries in the world. You can make your own decisions. You can be whatever you want. So take advantage of that. If you really want to work at a fast food joint or retail or whatever, go do that. Go do that. If it makes you happy, I'll be the first one to tell you, go do that. And this channel is more about being successful, because if you want to do that and you are doing it, then you're already successful, right? So there you go. Great, you're successful. But the general population has expectations to be millionaires and own big businesses, right? So that's where I kind of focus on. That's my focal point, is being great at business relationships, communication skills, and so forth. So what I'll be going over right now is how to escape the 9 to 5. So how do you escape it? So you're unhappy with your 9 to 5. You probably have a schedule already, and you probably are maybe deeply embedded in your finances, so you can't really take tremendous amount of risk. So the best thing to do is to build up savings. Now, I cannot relate because I've never had an actual job, meaning I was never an employee. I own a lawn care business. I mowed lawns around the neighborhood. I invested in my dad's car business. Other than that, I've never had a job, never had a boss before, so I can't really relate into that sense. Now, don't get me wrong, I've always loved to work hard, and I always like to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And the thing about the 9 to 5 is you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor, because the fruits of your labor is limited to the amount that you're going to get paid, to the amount that they agree that you should get paid for what you're doing, which I don't see as great at all. And if I was to ever own a business, which Pulcrom, it's on my arm here, it's the fashion business that I want to do, high-end fashion. And this high-end fashion brand that I want to start, I want to pay my employees not per hour, but per commission, and I want to tip them, and I want to pay them good. Now, I am a independent and I lean capitalist, but I believe that people should be paid more for what their labor is, especially if they're great employees. And the reason why I think that is, if you think about an hour of someone's time, standing up, making something, doing something, following orders for 1 hour, everything that they're doing is that 1 hour of doing what they're told. Somewhat difficult, maybe, moderate, worth $8, $9, $7, $15. Is it worth that much for one whole hour of them doing everything? I think it should be more 20. But there are cases where it's fine that it's $10. It's fine where it's $15. If they're maybe doing something that doesn't take a lot of effort or work, and it's maybe a starting job, so for teenagers and all to have a way to find a job or something. That's the great thing about the free market is the employers determine what exactly they get to pay their employees, and the employees get to choose where they want to apply to work. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to get accepted, but you have the freedoms to choose where you want to work. So there you go. But there are restrictions. The government says you have to have this much per hour. So I think it's $7.45 federally. In Florida, it's $8.45. And places like New York, it's a lot higher, like $15 an hour and so forth, which is great. But still cheap. New York's very expensive, and there's a lot of people that do deserve more than what they're getting paid for. Now I want to go back to this. The 9 to 5, enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're working for a boss. You're looking for a company. You want to make that company successful. And why doing that? Why are you getting paid per hour? You could have a coworker right next to you. It's as lazy as can be. It's just there just to keep their job. And they keep their job. They do the minimum. But you're working above and beyond, trying to make the company successful, trying to get that raise, and they've been there 5 years longer than you. And they're making almost twice than what you're making. How do you feel? The fact that you can be working hard, be loyal to the company, and they're not. And you're actually making the company and business more money than what they're making them. But you're getting paid half. Because you're not enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're not getting money or a commission, as I should say. You're getting per hour, and that's what you're going to get paid from now on, next month, 2 months, with the exception to bonuses or raises. But if you don't get a raise the whole year, you're going to get paid the same thing no matter how hard you work. And that's the thing I cannot get my head around. Start a business. Now do hire employees. But at the same time, there are rules that say you can't pay employees commission because it's conflict of interest stuff, or they need a license if they were to get paid commission. And I totally understand that. But if you're going to pay someone per hour, are you paying them the right amount? Is that business paying them enough for what they're doing? And most of all, when they're working that hour, it seems very difficult to understand that someone would want to work hard despite them getting paid the same every single day. They could work harder and harder, get more work on the table to do, but they're going to get paid the same. Isn't that a conflict of interest itself? The fact that I know that I'm going to get paid the same every single day, and I have to work harder this day and less hard that day. Knowing that I'm going to get paid the same. Am I just doing it to keep my job? Is that the only motivation I have? The fact that I don't know, the fact that I don't like what I'm doing. I'm trying to put myself in a place of someone that has a job like that. Now, I've never had a 9 to 5. I've never been an employee. I have owned a business, and I work hard. That's the only thing I can relate about. And should people work for a 9 to 5? If you like what you're doing, yes. If you like what you're doing, if it is your dream job, you personally like what you're doing, it makes you happy, then you are successful. I'm only talking about 9 to 5s where it doesn't make you happy. You can look to other terms, owning your own business, or getting a real estate license, or a mortgage broker license, whatever you want to do, go for it. Fishing for a living, being an athlete, whatever makes you happy and you're making money and you can make a living off of it, go do it. Stop limiting yourself. People limit themselves too much, and learn not to limit yourself. Alright, well, I hope you liked the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. 2 videos every single day. Peace.